never make it this far. They hated, they never believe me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah.
This What's going down? What's going down? What's going down, good people? Thank y'all again for joining us on this marvelous cold Wednesday. It's cold outside, y'all, in Dallas, Texas right now. I don't know what's going on in October, but it's all good. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully inside warm watching this awesome episode of Noonish Sports and Tech. We about to have some fun, man. First off, let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is J.A., a.k.a. Jonathan Anderson. Oh, you could reverse that if you wanted to. It really don't matter. Also here joining me today, my awesome co-hosts. First starting with El Grande Toro Jonas Bull back in the building this week, man. Yeah, we're going to get some tech talk in today, baby.
Yeah.
Everything been good, man?
Been rocking and rolling, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You been down to the SIP lately?
No, not a little bit.
Oh, right on. Your
I'll be headed down there around Thanksgiving.
Son's holding it down for you?
He is.
Right
he
on.
Is. Single-handedly bringing SEC Ole Miss into the national spotlight.
And into the Noonish conversation, you know? Most important.
No, not really.
Well,
he's just doing frat stuff.
oh, right on.
He's having a good time. So,
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, also joining us today, y'all know who it is. It's my unc, Mr. Ronald Bowell. What's going down, unc?
No, nothing much, man. Just glad to have Jonas back.
Yeah.
You know, because last week we heard you, Jonas, was out with Mike Irvin getting that bag. Mike Irvin got that bag.
Yeah.
You might not have been with him, but y'all both was doing the same thing, getting the bag.
Getting that bag, man.
Yep.
Getting that bag. Well, yeah, man. We so happy to have you back in the building this week, man. But let's go ahead and get this party rolling because we got a lot to talk about, man. Got a lot to talk about. How you doing, AT?
Oh, it's for both of us? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Noonish fans,
Got the boss.
I want to apologize, but that's my wife.
Yeah.
And she has some news that she wanted to share with me. And it's okay. So please like, share, and subscribe while I have your attention.
While I have your attention.
Because I told her to go look at the show. I'm on the show. Look at the show.
Go ahead and go hit that notification button, you know what I'm saying? So you can be notified when we pop up on this bad boy because I don't do a good job of marketing. But anyways, like I said, let's jump into this thing. Boom. First and foremost, let me get my head out the way so y'all can see what that's all about. Man, did y'all see this fight?
Oh, my.
Undefeated.
I'm going to have to say, I did not see this fight.
Well, you missed something special.
It seems I missed something special.
So you tell me this. If you were in school, right, and two guys had a fight, and they came back to school the next day, and they turned around and they looked like this. Have you seen this picture? Who do you think won this fight? Oh, just by the looks of the two gentlemen.
I mean, it looks like both of them got a little bit of smack on them. But it looks like somebody's on the ground there.
Yeah, but
Somebody on the ground.
But who looks worse? You know, like straight up.
I mean, dude's got some.
I think it's pretty easy to see.
More color than he normally does, don't he?
Yeah. Oh, Tyson Fury, man. So coming into this fight, nobody gave Francis Ngannou a chance to win this fight. Nobody, right? We talking about a heavyweight UFC champion crossing over into boxing, right? UFC and what's the other one that he's fighting in? Like PCL or something like that? I think it's PCL or something like that. ESPN's version of UFC. Anyways, right? Nobody gave him a chance. I didn't give him a chance. I mean, I done seen Jake Paul beat up like 3 or 4 dudes from UFC. So as far as boxing is concerned, you know, I didn't think Francis Ngannou stood a chance. He's been training for the past 4 months with his trainer. I don't know his name. And Mike Tyson. I do know his name. And my gosh, like, I ain't gonna say he went in there and looked like the most polished boxer of all time, but he definitely held his own. And honestly, I thought he won the fight.
Well, you know what the difference is?
What's that?
It's a real fight.
Yeah, this wasn't
no YouTube BS. This was the real thing.
Yeah. And these boys were scrapping. And also, you know, Tyson Fury, you know, I'm not going to say that I'm not a fan. I like watching him fight, but I've also heard that he's got some tactics, some antics that he likes to use by taking padding out of his gloves and different things that he does. And in this fight, as a matter of fact, he threw an elbow. He hit Francis Ngannou with an elbow. He threw a left hook and came back around with a right elbow. Clearly, blatantly threw an elbow.
Yeah.
And I mean, he was in desperation because he wasn't doing what he did. And Francis Ngannou made sure that his gloves had proper padding. Tyson Fury's gloves had proper padding because
of the rumors.
Because of the rumors.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury's sparring partner went and checked his gloves and could touch his fingers through his boxing gloves. He ain't supposed to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he was furious because he was getting his head rocked and wondering why his punches were so hard. Well, that's why. He obviously used the same tactics against Wilder. We've seen some crazy videos, whatever. And Ngannou made sure that wasn't the case. And Tyson Fury could not hurt Wilder. He pieced him up quite a bit, a few times. He landed more jabs. I think Ngannou landed more power punches. But from a points standpoint, I guess that's what the judges, it was a split decision that went to Fury's side because one of the judges had Fury winning by 3 points. But what's crazy is Ngannou knocked Tyson Fury down in the third round. Like, that changed everything,
Oh, yeah, financially it does.
Yeah.
In a fight, in a close fight, a knockdown is swinging one way or the other.
You think.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, normally.
Yeah.
But that's why people have a bad taste in their mouth.
With boxing.
Yeah, because boxing is always pulling some stunts.
Yeah.
The judges, I didn't just see the whole fight.
Yeah.
But I saw the majority of it. And I saw Tyson Fury do nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that whole fight.
And to me, I've never been, here comes the grumpy old man.
Yeah.
I have never been a real fan of Tyson Fury because to me, Tyson Fury is the best of a lot of guys that can't fight.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is not the era of the heavyweights.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
None of the Deontay Wilder can't fight. I mean,
heavy right
Deontay
hand.
Wilder don't even do road work.
Yeah.
He just try to box his way in shape. You can't do that.
Yeah.
So, he's the best of what we got.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
I'm going to say it like that.
And it showed in this fight because, again, Francis Ngannou had never had a professional boxing match. He never had an amateur boxing match. He was 0-0 coming into this thing, like across the board, fighting the heavyweight champion. I'm talking about the odds were extremely against Francis Ngannou, and he's the only one that came out with a knockdown, right? So Fury 1-2'd him, then he tried to 1-2 him again, and Francis slipped, boom, and caught him with that left hook right here. Tyson said it was on the back of the head, but clearly it was like over the ear near the temple. And he went straight down like a domino. You know what I mean? And you could see Francis Ngannou's confidence just build and build and build throughout the fight until about the 8th round, right? And it wasn't that he didn't have confidence anymore. He didn't have energy, right? It matters.
I was going to say, he started looking tired.
Yeah, he started looking tired. That's it. But at the same time, even when he did start looking tired, he was still throwing big shots when the opportunity presented itself. So he was never just backing down. Right, if anybody was backing down, it was Fury, and that was wild to see. But like I asked Jonas, if I'm in 6th grade, 7th grade, and 2 kids fight, and one of the kids come back to school the next day with a black eye, and the other one doesn't,
Right.
Like it's obvious to me who won that fight. That's how I'm judging it.
I'm a grown man right now.
Yeah.
If I walk outside the studio and I see one man standing over the other one like that, I'm saying, oh, the one down around, he look like he lost.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to be in the 6th grade to see that.
You know what I'm saying?
I put it this way: if that was a UFC fight,
Yeah.
Fury done.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. If they
You
went
go down like that.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's a wrap because he coming down with them hammer fists, bro. You don't want none of that coming from Ngannou. But another thing is he was down for longer than 10 seconds. If you look at the clock from when he went down to the time that the referee, got to I think 7 or 8.
So you're saying there was may have been some time compression, time dilation, some relativity.
The same thing happened against
Wilder. Absolutely.
He was down for about 18 seconds against Wilder.
Yep.
But Wilder was posing.
Yeah.
Rather than get to the neutral corner, he was posing.
And the ref
caused him about 10 to 12 seconds, and then the ref still counted to 8.
Yeah. And he was yelling in Fury's face and woke him up.
Yeah.
Like it was pretty wild, But man, so they say the people's champion from this fight is Francis Ngannou, and now he's getting is rumors that him and Wilder are scheduling a fight next. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he that'll propel him for sure.
No doubt. They said they're going to rank him in the top 10 in boxing. from this fight right here.
He's
He's
he's only one.
there.
Yeah.
So that more or less drives home my point that Fury is beating a bunch of guys can't fight.
Exactly.
Because no way that back in the day you would have lost your first fight. I don't care who was against you being the top 10.
Yeah.
Come on.
But I mean, this is unprecedented for a guy to have his first fight against the heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
Like the heavyweight champ. If
It's a split decision.
If Ngannou went there against Tyson for his first fight, Tyson gonna wear him out back in his prime.
Oh, I can name 20
Louis.
guys.
Yeah.
20 guys would have went through him his first fight.
His first fight. Yeah, that was wild to see, you know. But kudos to Francis taking that challenge and showing up, man. Like Tyson Fury, man, there's people saying he should retire now. Usyk is saying if he don't fight him on December 23rd, he's gonna sue him. So he's already committed to fighting on December 23rd, but he beat up right now. He got a heel.
Yeah, he got to move real quick. Yeah.
He's got a heel, bro. So we gonna see how that turns out. But that was crazy, man. Shout out to the People's Champ, Francis Ngannou.
Hey, I'd be thinking rematch.
Yeah, I mean that's what I think. Everybody wants to see a rematch at this point, but. Before the fight started, they already had the December 23rd fight inked down because nobody thought Francis stood a chance.
Yeah, nobody thought in his champ, Fury's champ,
Yeah.
that he's going to take as much punishment as
my
he did.
God.
Because if they would have had any idea,
Yeah.
they wouldn't be fighting less than, what's that, 7 weeks from now?
Yep.
7, 8 weeks?
Yeah.
No, that's not even 8 weeks.
Yeah, they didn't have a clue.
Yeah, they didn't have to.
Yeah, that was
They thought it was going to be an easy win, Cleveland.
yeah.
How old is
Sir.
Fury? Fury's what, 30 something?
Yeah, I mean Ngannou's 37.
Yeah.
So these both older guys, but
Yeah. I'm just saying, like I know I'm a little older than that, but like it takes me more than a couple of weeks to
heal?
to heal back from something.
absolutely more than anything, I think his pride was hurt.
Oh yeah.
Boy, feelings got hurt. But moving on.
Ain't nobody so big you can't get beat.
Yeah, no doubt.
Ain't no such thing.
No doubt. And Francis looked like a freaking monster in there. That dude was so big. A lot of the tactics. Let me go back because I ain't done. A lot of the tactics that Fury typically uses to win when he like leans on guys and wears their energy down. Like it wasn't working.
No,
Francis was
this guy was
get up off of me, bro.
Yeah, this guy was strong and
big legs.
Yeah.
I'm like, why his legs look like these microphone legs? Like straight up. So I mean, he couldn't use those typical tactics that he uses. But man, when he had to resort to trying to hit him with an elbow, he hit him with an elbow clearly.
Yeah.
And no points were deducted. That was strange.
And actually, if you want to start throwing elbows, now you're going
Back
more
to
to
UFC.
you're going more to his
Yeah.
field than your field. So
Yeah.
you want to stay away from that kind of
Hey, I
stuff.
tell you what, before the fight, Fury was saying he wanted to challenge Bones Jones to a UFC fight.
Oh,
he don't want none of that.
Oh, please.
He don't want none of that because Bones Jones was he probably would take down Ngannou the way he beat Gon. Sir, what's his name? Gon?
Yeah.
Cyril Gon?
Oh, wow. Bones Jones will take down anybody.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, if they fall, I'm going to put my money on Jones.
That's the biggest, baddest fight, really, is Bones Jones versus Ngannou in that octagon. That's the one I want to see.
And until I see Bones Jones lose, I'm going Bones Jones.
I'm telling you.
That's just me.
Whether he on drugs or not, that man goes hard, like straight up. I'm a Bones Jones
It's
fan.
intense.
Yeah, man, but again, hey, shout out to Francis Ngannou. That was awesome, bro. That was awesome. And his story, have y'all seen his story?
Yeah,
and what he's had to go through?
Oh yeah, he's
Oh my gosh, y'all that's a whole nother topic. I ain't gonna get on it right now, but y'all gotta check that out. But moving on. Like I said, y'all know what's up.
Texas Rangers.
Texas Rangers, man. Hey, man, we up 3-1. We've never won a World Series in the history of the franchise. Even when they were the Washington Senators, they never won. So that's 60 some odd years of never winning a World Series.
Because the Washington Senators was formed in 1961?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's 62 years.
Yeah. No World Series wins. And they came to the Rangers. They moved to Texas in 72, I believe.
Right.
So they have never won a World Series. And we were close like this before. We're not going to talk about that. But this group of guys, man, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens.
We've been 3-1 before?
Not up 3-1, but we had 3 wins.
Oh,
we were 2 outs away.
That was
in
under
2011.
Washington,
Yep.
right? Yeah.
When Nelson Cruz couldn't catch a line drive, and Elvis, booted the ground ball. But nonetheless, this 2023 squad looks primed and ready, man. It's going to be tough getting this 4th win because the Diamondbacks can swing it, man. And we're back to the top of their pitching rotation. So we got to beat their top dog. I like it like that. And we're in Arizona. We got our top dog going, Nathan Eovaldi. And it's going to be very interesting, man. And I don't know if y'all have been paying attention to this young man, Corey Seager, but he is the new Mr. October, right? It was Reggie Jackson, okay? And I say this because right now him and Reggie Jackson, I think the batting average they both hit 377. And this is through 18 games, right, in the playoffs in October. They both hit 377. Reggie Jackson has 18 home runs. Corey Seager now has 19 home runs. And there was one more stat. I think it was RBI. They had the same number of RBI, runs batted in, at this point in time. Nice. So stuff like that trips me out. But Corey Seager's got one more home run, and he's hit 4 home runs in the last 5 games. And, man, he's really carrying us. Unfortunately.
Garcia's out, right?
Yeah.
Man.
Unfortunately.
I saw him when he grabbed his bat.
Yeah.
You see what he swung?
Yep. Grabbed his bat.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's a wrap, son. Hey, that's that soft tissue. They ain't going to heal up in a day.
Nah.
That's a wrap, son. So him and Max Scherzer are out for the rest of the season. So we got to get this win.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's tonight because, man, Game 6, that's pressure, Even though they're not playing in Texas tonight, I hope they get it done tonight. But it's not going to be easy, and because Arizona, they're fast. They don't strike out very much. They play pretty solid defense. So I mean, they're gonna have to bring their A game tonight, man. So, man, shout out to them boys. Eovaldi, have you been able to watch any of the series at all?
A little bit.
Did you watch it a little bit last night?
I did not last night. No.
Man, it's pretty wild. It was the first time in the history of baseball that a team has scored 5 runs in consecutive innings because we were up 10-0. But them bats got hot. It made us a little nervous towards the end. We ended up winning 11-7. But, we had enough of a lead. And I love Bruce Bochy. He don't play, man. He's like, hey, go get my closer in the game, dog. Let's bring in the closer and shut this thing down real quick. Even though we're up 4 runs, no time to mess around. But but yeah, man, it's good to see, guys like Josh Young back in the 5th spot. Looked like he gave him a little confidence from his previous at-bats and putting the bat on the ball. And, Janikowski coming in. I think it's not Janikowski, whatever your last name is, bro. Coming in for Garcia since he's injured and contributing to the offense the way he did. And Marcus Semien hitting a home run, getting out of his slump last night. Just a lot of fun to watch, man. So let's get this last win, Rangers. Bring home that ship, baby. Bring home that ship. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Bring it in.
Yeah, man. But moving on.
Go ahead and do it on the road.
Dallas Cowboys coming off a bye week went out there and dominated the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah.
Hey, to the point to where after the game, Aaron Donald told Mike McCarthy, hey, if you can come get me, come get me. And we didn't even do it. We did not do it. We missed the trade deadline. Like, how did we not make that trade? How did we not figure that out?
Well, it depends on what the Rams want for Aaron Donald.
I mean, would you give him a first-round pick for Aaron Donald?
No.
You wouldn't?
No.
Why not?
Aaron Donald has been playing about 13 years now.
He's still dominant, though.
Yeah, but how long? No, I won't give a first-round draft choice for Aaron Donald.
Oh, my gosh. I mean,
maybe 3 years ago I would have.
Yeah,
but at that age, Father Time undefeated.
Oh, no doubt.
And at the position he played, he'd be lucky if he got 2 more years.
Has Aaron Donald really been in the league for 13 years?
He's been around. Look it up. But he's been around a long time.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Maybe 12. It's over 10.
Yeah.
He's been around. Look it up right quick, Jones. But,
I'm gonna try.
and that's the only reason I wouldn't is because of age.
Yeah.
Because, a first-round draft choice, if you hit it right, you'll get 10, 12 years out of him.
Yeah, no doubt. But, I mean,
no matter how you get Aaron Donald, Aaron Donald been around. I may be over-exaggerating for 13, but I'm going to stick with at least 10 or 11.
Yeah, he's been around for a little bit, but, man, I would, I mean, that's the one That's our biggest weakness is that interior line. You know, that's solving some problems.
But this is the thing. You're going to do that for 1 year, and that's not 1 or 2 years, and that's not no guarantee that you're going to get a Super Bowl out of that.
All right, no doubt about that. No doubt about that. And we got Mazi Smith and our run defense.
Only 8 seasons.
8? That's all?
Yeah.
Seems like he's been around forever.
But 8 is...
It says of 22, so 9.
Yeah.
8 and 9. 8 to 9.
9 seasons.
This is his 9th year.
I mean,
I
that's
thought
2
it was
times the average length of an NFL career.
I mean, you know, and Aaron Donald, I mean, I wouldn't... you know, at D tackle,
yeah,
you get hit every play.
Every play,
sometimes 2 or 3 times. So,
yeah, and he getting double team, triple team.
And sometimes I see Aaron Donald even now. He don't look like the Aaron Donald that he used to be.
A couple years ago.
Yeah. What did you see him do Sunday?
Hey, you know, I mean, he got he got that check.
Huh? Oh yeah, I mean, but Aaron Donald
checks to win games.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, when a guy's 9, 10 years in the league, it's hard for me to give up a first-round draft choice for a guy been in the league 9, 10 years.
I mean, and how motivated is he at this point? Like I said, he got that check.
He got the money. He got the ring.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. But, you know, in this game Sunday, what I did see was a number 1 receiver going off. Not in the slot, you know. And Dak, I got to give you your props. That's the best game I've seen you throw since your rookie season. Great job in that game, man. I heard a stat during the game that was unbelievable to me. It was accuracy on completion or something percentage, and Dak is leading the league at like 86%. Like I don't know what that stat is or how they calculate it, but we're looking. I haven't seen that.
He's one of the highest. He's got one of the highest over under performance.
Yeah.
Of any quarterback this season.
Really? Dak does? I mean,
you know,
he's outperforming expectations this year.
You know, just being honest, Dak gets critiqued a little different than other quarterbacks. That's because he got this. Anybody play for the Cowboys, you're going to get critiqued a little bit different than
especially
other
a quarterback.
Well, when, you know, you typically passing the ball 1.2 yards down the field to the receiver.
Yeah,
that's not very...
And if you throwing one... And this is the thing. If you throwing 1.2 yards, your receivers is running 1.2 yards.
Hey, them the routes of the call. So.
I mean, so that's the routes he throwing, the ones that's called. So you can't blame that on Dak. And this is the whole thing. I don't think this is just me. The only number 1 guys we got is Michael Parsons, and Bland is on his way real fast to a number 1 guy.
Yeah.
But just because you're the best receiver on a team, that don't make you a number 1 receiver in the league.
I think
this is the thing.
I think CD is number 1 though.
I like CD. I want CD to do well. Same way I like Dak, and I want Dak to do well. But do I think Dak is an upper echelon quarterback? No. I don't think CD is an upper echelon receiver.
I do.
I mean, so when you say upper echelon, you know, what criteria are you using? You can't be a top 12 or 15 receiver.
I think he's a top 10 receiver. I do believe CeeDee Lamb is a top 10 receiver.
I don't because I can name 5 or 6 off my head.
Yeah, but that's still
without going down.
I ain't say top 5 now.
No, I'm saying without even going and looking at the.
Yeah.
Every time I see the Cowboys play, when I saw San Diego, even though Dallas beat them, CD did not look like the best receiver on the field. Looked like he played for San Diego Chargers. I mean, LA Chargers, to me. Yeah. And this is the thing. CD had some good game. He had a good game Sunday.
Yeah.
You know why? He created some separation.
I think.
And when you create some separation, it's easier for your quarterback to hit you.
I think there's many times that he's created separation. He's been open a lot when Dak doesn't come his way. It happens often.
That always looked like you open when the quarterback is looking over here and the defense is rolling that way. But when he come your way and you're covered, you know, you be open when he come your way. Don't be open when he comes somewhere.
Well, he was open this game.
And he got, well, you know.
Yeah.
And this is the thing.
I think CD is
CD has got to be a little bit more consistent.
I think Dak needs to be more consistent so he can be consistent.
That goes hand in hand. Every time CD creates some separation, Dak is more consistent. Every time CD is covered, fighting for the ball, Dak is a little less consistent.
I've seen Dak throw some bad balls. I've seen Dak throw some bad balls.
And I have seen CD covered up. And I have seen CD covered up like a blanket the game. Now he got 2 or 3 games.
okay, so we talk about CD being covered up. I've seen AJ Brown be covered up. Hurts still throws it his way and he makes catches. He makes plays.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
When CD's covered up, Dak don't throw the ball his way.
No,
Not very
I've
often.
seen him throw his ball his way and he don't take the ball. AJ Brown is one of those receivers that can take the ball from he's a number 1 receiver.
No
Not
doubt.
on his team.
He's a top 5 number 1 receiver.
In the league.
He's a top 5 number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you know.
I put CD in that 5 through 10 slot. I can't off the top of my head, I can't tell you 10 guys better than CD Lamb.
No, not off the top of my head.
What is a top 5 number 1?
A top 5 number 1. So I'm talking AJ Brown, Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase,
number 1
Devontae
top
Adams.
5.
Yeah, the
DK,
top 5.
Yeah, DK Metcalf.
I can't even say that about DK Metcalf
I
right
would
now.
say DK Metcalf. I take
He's
DK
got the
over.
attributes. You know what I'm saying? But
I would take him over CD Lamb.
I don't know. I don't know.
He got look up his stats. He got better stats. He got better measurables and stats. So I'm gonna take him over CD.
Possibly.
Yeah, you know, there's some more guys.
They close, but it's not many that are better than CD like that. But you did mention a name,
because CD's playing on a better team. Dallas is 5-2.
no doubt,
Yeah,
no doubt. But Deron Bland, that young buck, has made us almost forget that our best cornerback is injured this year. Right? I think he's set an NFL record with 3, or he's tied an NFL record with 3 pick sixes already this season.
Yeah.
And are we halfway through the season yet? We're almost halfway through the season. We're 5-2, so we got 10 more games left.
Yeah, we got 10 more games.
Yeah, we ain't even halfway through the
17
season.
games now. Right?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
my
crazy.
goodness. That's too many games.
Yeah, it
games.
is. Yeah, it
It's
is.
too many games.
I
And you know
agree.
what? They're on their way to 20.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to cut out preseason.
Nah.
They're just going to add them to regular season.
Yep. Just make them all count.
Yeah.
Right?
They get that money from them.
Yeah,
Why
no
would
doubt.
you stop?
No doubt. Nah, that's, hey, so Cowboys, we're going to see what's up, man. You know who we have this coming up week? Those Philadelphia Eagles, man. There's not a worse fan in America than the Eagles fan, man. And I heard Kelsey talking smack about the Cowboys fans, saying it's a bunch of bandwagon fans that, Philly fans are better because they're from Philly and they grew up loving Philly and they true fans. But Cowboy fans are just a bunch of bandwagon fans that just jumped on board. No, you're wrong, bro.
You're wrong.
We bleed blue and silver down here from Dallas, bro. Dallas born, Dallas bred.
Even when we're talking smack about the Cowboys, we're still fans.
Yeah, man.
Do you know why everybody's so mad at Dallas?
Why is that? Because we got the title.
Because in every city, you got some Dallas Cowboy fans. You got some Dallas Cowboys fans in Philadelphia.
Absolutely.
Not just 1 or 2. You got a lot of them.
Yeah.
That's why Dallas sells 17% of the NFL paraphernalia, even though you got 32 teams. And it used to be, at one point, the high was Dallas sold 33%. So that means they selling stuff in your city.
Yeah.
That's why they be mad.
Yeah.
See, because this is the thing. We got 1 or 2 Philadelphia fans in Dallas, but not very many.
And they ain't even real fans. They just need a hug.
They just bandwagon.
They just want some attention.
Yeah, they want to be contrary. That's
it.
But the Dallas fans in Philadelphia, they really love Dallas because they got on Dallas jerseys.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we are true fans indeed down here.
Oh, yeah.
And them Philly fans, I get it. I ain't going to even say that y'all saying because it's trash. You know?
Philly,
but yeah, we love our
Philadelphia
Cowboys
fans,
down here, man.
they threw snowballs at Santa Claus. So come on, man. No, really. Go look it up. They got a highlight. They threw snowballs. And Philly fans is so horrible.
Bunch of jerks.
Yeah. And when opposing players get hurt, they cheer.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
I want you to lose to the Cowboys, but I don't want you to get a career-ending injury.
The Philly fans boo their own team.
Exactly. So Philly fans, you're horrible.
Cowboys fans will never boo the Cowboys. Yeah. I don't care how bad it gets. Well, unless Dak throws some more interceptions in the playoffs, then we might start booing. But it don't ever get like that. Y'all ran Ben Simmons out of town. Philly fans, trash. But let's go Cowboys.
Cowboys are selling an undisclosed percentage overseas, too.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I believe it.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're the most, that is a brand. You know what I mean?
That's for real. That's a brand.
When you think about the NFL, if somebody in Africa is talking about the NFL, they talking about the Dallas Cowboys. they don't know who the Philadelphia Eagles are or that they even exist.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
definitely don't know who the Commanders are.
They don't know who the Commanders are. I mean, we talking Dallas Cowboys. You got New York Yankees.
See, and this how big Dallas is.
LA Lakers.
When
True. That's facts.
Yeah.
when all other teams lose, Stephen A. just say, "Oh, they lost."
Yeah.
Oh, but when Dallas lose, he got to go dress up.
Hey, you know what I mean? You know what I
Yeah,
believe?
Yeah. So that shows you how big Dallas is. Oh, if Dallas lose, you got to make a big deal out of it.
Yeah.
But when everybody else loses, it's no big deal.
Hey, when we talk about Stephen A. Smith, we talking about our biggest fan because he's watching every game.
Oh yeah.
He's watching every moment of every game.
Game, yeah.
Stephen A. don't miss a game.
Yeah, he watched.
Who else are you watching like that, Stephen A? I thought
Nobody,
Pittsburgh was
bro.
your squad, man.
No.
Yeah, you are a Cowboy fan.
No,
We
Stephen
appreciate
A's
it,
from
bro.
New York.
Yeah, Stephen A. He keeps us in the press though.
Oh yeah.
He stays talking about them Dallas Cowboys. You can't have a show without us in your mouth, Stephen A. I appreciate
Not
it.
only Stephen A.
I appreciate
every other sports channel host, everybody is talking about the Dallas. If you turn on that now, they talking about the Dallas.
Yeah,
Cowboys.
no doubt.
Just like we are.
Yeah, we stay in there, but we real fans, just like you,
We real
Stephen A.
fans. Oh, yeah.
It's all good. Come over to the good side. I know you. Stephen A. is like that guy on Major League, the movie. They got his hat turned inside out with the X. That's just mad that we haven't won a Super Bowl or haven't won a Super Bowl in a long time. He a real Cowboys fan, and I love it, bro. So appreciate all the press you give us, Stephen A. I appreciate that, man. But we're gonna keep this thing rolling.
Yeah, we gonna move on.
Hey, and I hope we win this game this week, man. It's gonna be a good one.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I got to say. It's gonna be a good one. Hopefully, you know, I know the defense is gonna show up. I just hope they're not on the field the whole time. But like I said, moving on. It's a crazy week, man. As you saw, the 49ers lost again, 3 weeks straight. They've lost games. They lost to the Cincinnati Bengals this week. It was a pretty good game for the most part.
Pretty good game.
And then towards the end, a costly turnover.
By who?
By what?
By who? Who threw the interception?
It was an interception, but the ball was taken.
It was an
No,
interception.
it was a straight interception. Straight
Yeah.
up. Like,
Yeah, okay.
I couldn't believe that interception. The dude was like 3 yards away from Purdy when he threw the ball, and he just reached up and basically grabbed the ball out the air. Like, I hadn't seen that ever, really.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, that was wild. Purdy releases the ball, and the guy just puts his hand up, boom, and goes down the sideline and runs out of bounds. Like, what was that? Like, I couldn't believe it, but
Well, you know, he can put the team on his shoulders and just drive them to a win
yeah.
until you don't have the right teammates.
Yeah, you're
Just
right.
like I keep going on
You're
that
right.
teammate theory.
But
he
only
can do a lot.
one he's missing is Debo Samuel.
Well,
Christian
you know,
McCaffrey
the
still
other-
scored
he-
2 touchdowns.
He missing Debo but Trent is a little gimpy and what's his
Yeah.
name? And McCaffrey is a little gimpy.
Yeah.
But if
But
you're
he
on the
still scored
field,
twice.
but if you're on the field,
Yeah,
you gotta
ain't no excuses
ain't
for
no
you, bro.
excuses.
Gotta bring it.
Yeah.
I was on the field, and like I said, prove this that's like that.
Hey,
You need some good teammates.
and another thing, they played that they like them Super Bowl Cincinnati Bengals out there. Joe Burrow was out there running the ball. He's healthy. His calf is healthy. I've never seen Joe Burrow run the ball this much. He looked like he was at the park
yeah,
playing park football. He was running the football, but I mean, he was throwing to Tyler Boyd, Jamar Chase, and Joe Mixon looks nice and spry, like fresh out of college. Joe Mixon, man.
yeah.
So I didn't play him this week. I'm mad. I lost my first game in one of my leagues, but I didn't play Joe Mixon. But it's all good. He playing for the rest of the season, Joe. But Cincinnati is looking really good right now.
yeah.
Like they're about to go on a
San
run.
Francisco is
What?
trying to buy a championship. You know, you see them with your
Oh my God!
When they got what's his former
Chase, man.
Oh,
Chase
yeah.
Young. They got Chase Young and they got Randy Gregory to go along with what's my guy they already had on the end? Bosa, bro. Like,
Well, you know, this is the whole thing.
that's gonna be rough.
You know, I want to say it like this: they trying to buy a championship, and that never works
I mean,
because this is the reason. You know why the Commanders let
Chase Young,
Chase Young go, right?
the injury or what?
He's never available.
Oh yeah,
The best ability is availability.
Availability,
He's
yeah.
never available.
yeah.
And Randy Gregory,
Man, hey, they
I
don't,
haven't heard his name just on TV. I haven't heard his name in a game in 4 years.
And he made a couple plays last week for him. He looked good in that number 5 too on that end. He back in that Nebraska number he had, wearing that red and white.
He might, but I'm saying when he was with Denver, I didn't hear his name. His last 2 years with Dallas, I didn't hear his name.
Yeah.
Just on TV. Yeah. Oh, he's getting traded. But so
I wish he got that. I wish he was here in Dallas. Though.
Nah, stay where you at, Randy Gregory.
That's one of them guys.
I'll tell you what, Randy Gregory, come get DeMarcus Laws to go with you.
And Leighton Vander Esch.
Yeah, come get them two. Come get them two to go with you.
Yeah, man, crazy.
I mean,
crazy.
No, but they trying to buy a championship, but it's not gonna work.
Yeah, and
it's not gonna work.
Then we had the Commanders and the Eagles, man. Just like last game, they've already played twice this year. And we haven't played the Eagles once yet, but it's pretty wild how good Brown is. A.J. Brown is a dog. I don't know if you saw that catch he made in the end zone, touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, he looked like an ice skater doing a triple Lutz.
You know, he's
spun around, caught it with one hand, brought the other one on, came down 2 feet in the end zone, touchdown. That was beautiful, man. He had another touchdown where he had to come back on 2 guys and scored that touchdown. So A.J. Brown, they say he's up for MVP in the season as a receiver.
This year he got to go. This week he got to go against
Bland.
Gilmore and Bland.
Yeah, we're going to see what's up.
And this is Bland is really making offenses throw away from him.
Yeah.
It's Troy Gilmore.
Yeah. And hey, good luck with that.
So I'm just saying,
good luck with that.
This is Bland is getting the same reputation Diggs had over there.
Exactly.
You may burn me, but I'm going to burn you too.
Yeah.
So would you rather get a 20-yard pass or a turnover?
Yeah.
I'm taking the turnover all day.
All day long, man.
So Bland is turning into a turnover machine.
Yeah.
Just like Diggs was a turnover machine.
But what we did see is you could throw the ball against Philly in that game.
Oh, yeah.
If you're throwing that ball downfield. Because Sam Howell, I think he had a 400-yard game, a dang near 400-yard game.
Oh, absolutely.
Tossing the rock. So all
these teams can be beat.
Yeah.
You know, they talk like these teams are unbeatable, but they're not.
Yeah. If you can block long enough for Dak to get the ball out of his hand, we can win this game. And our defense is much better than what Washington brings. So we'll see what happens in this game against Philly, man. I don't know if
Washington.
So Washington versus Dak.
Yep.
Dak is overperforming 14 points or so.
Yeah.
Washington defense is underperforming.
Yeah, no doubt.
So,
no doubt.
Look, it's a good matchup.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to seeing. I mean, they got Philly this weekend, so
yeah.
We'll see what happens, man.
That's a whole different.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, man. Like the thing about Philly is you have to be able to contain Jalen Hurts.
Yes.
Even when your guys are covered, you got to make sure you got somebody spying on Hurts and make sure he don't get outside that pocket or manipulate the pocket and run upfield. And you know, it's not an easy assignment to defend these guys because they got playmakers and they got a very versatile quarterback. So
it comes down to the same thing. It always comes down to who defense play the best.
Yeah.
If our defense can play better than their defense, that's who's going to win the game.
I tell you, if it come down to the tush push, man, we in trouble.
I
did see Washington stopped the tush push and caused the fumble.
Exactly. The tush push is over. Man, the tush push is an old play.
Yeah.
If you see the tush push, what Philly does, they slide everybody in.
Yep.
The tackles slide behind the guards. The guards slide close to the center.
Yeah.
And then the 2 guys behind him. Because I saw one time, this is how, what was that? Was it last week or a week before they was going for that? The 2 guys behind Jalen Hurts actually picked him up.
Yeah.
And took him over the top.
Yeah.
So you know.
It's not easy to stop.
No, it's not easy to stop because they have perfected
They've perfected that little play. It's a quarterback sneak, and they have perfected it. Yeah. They call it tush push. Now they changed the name of quarterback sneak.
And they're making a big deal out of Jalen Hurts' leg strength.
Yeah.
Oh, he can squat 500
pounds.
It
does matter.
Blah, blah, blah.
It does matter.
Oh, yeah, that does matter. But I'm going to tell you this. If you can squat 475 you can squat 500, that's not going to make that the lineman and the design of the play makes it work.
Yeah.
Not Jalen Hurts' leg strength.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because they was talking about Jalen Hurts and some other quarterback having a squat competition. Who was it?
I don't know.
Was it
Tim
Tua?
Tebow or something?
Was it Tua?
It might have been
was
at
it?
Alabama or
was
Kyler
some-
Murray or somebody.
No, it was some other quarterback. They was talking, they ought to have a squat competition.
Tim Tebow.
I guarantee you, Dak probably can squat about 450.
Yeah, Dak got
Dak
some.
is a big boy.
Dak got
You know,
some.
and Dak is strong.
Yeah.
But but it's more
I
about
got
the
450
design
when I was
of the
15 years old, though.
Well,
3 times. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I think they ran like 700.
I mean, yeah.
I'll say
No,
this.
you're talking about Larry Allen now.
Yeah, that's
You're talking about-
squat. Man, that's bench press for Larry
No,
Allen.
I'm talking about squat.
I'll say this about the lifting versus the lineman way back in the 70s. You might remember this. They had a show called That's Incredible.
Yeah.
And they had a group of power lifters come out and they were going to race a group of NFL players. I don't remember who it was now, and they were going to pull a semi, maybe, or a train car, something big and heavy.
Yeah.
And you stand them up next to each other, and these powerlifter dudes make NFL guys look small.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Huge.
Oh, yeah.
Like they're massive.
Oh, yeah.
But when it came time to do this race where they got to pull this car, you see these powerlifters just go out there and grab and start pulling. And you see the NFL team go out there and immediately one of them stands off to the side, probably the quarterback, stands off to the side. Everybody gets in their position and he's calling it and he's push. They won. Like a lot.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Teamwork.
Yeah.
Teamwork. Yeah.
Oh no.
And
no
when
doubt,
you're
it
talking
matters.
about especially something like
The
tush
tush
push,
push, yeah.
quarterback sneak,
Teamwork.
that teamwork when they get that wedge going,
Man.
if they're all working together,
Yeah, when I
it
saw
is
it,
hard to
They
stop.
were like
Yes,
this,
yes.
and as the push went to push,
Oh, yeah.
it all went.
Yeah,
Everybody ended up.
Yeah.
It was like the center and 2 lines on the side of him,
Yeah.
and pushing each other and just.
And I'm like, I saw the center ended up on his back. I'm like, bro, like how you end up on the bottom of the pile on your back, bro? 'Cause-
But they still made it.
Yeah.
back
they
in
got it.
back in the olden days, before firearms, they used to have the same concept for hand-to-hand swords and spears fighting.
yeah.
Had the wedge. You put the guy that you're trying to get through.
Yeah.
Goes in the back of the wedge, and the big guys
Yep.
get in there and drive.
Yeah,
Forward.
wedge it away and open
That's-
up. Then he come
yeah.
That's why the kickoff, like that. That's why I was a deep man on kickoff.
Yeah.
And we would form a wedge. We have one guy here, 2 guys here. As soon as I caught the ball, I say go, and I hit it full speed. And the first block I see, boom, I hit that hole. You
Yep.
know, and I loved it, bro. But that's why it's an illegal play now in the NFL. You can't do that on kickoffs anymore,
Right.
Because you got so much power coming through. You know what I'm saying? Like that, it's the same kind. That wedge is serious, bro.
Oh yeah, that's
And, yeah, it's
that's
not
always
allowed.
played.
I mean, we still even have that like in executive protection. You do a wedge if you have a group.
Yeah.
You do a wedge. Put your protected person in the back of the
middle.
wedge.
Yep.
yeah,
And
At
you
the
drive
back,
through
but
the crowd. And
Yeah.
Get people out of the way.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty wild.
It's powerful.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
it's a thing.
Yeah, it is.
It's not even a football thing. It's just a physics,
It's
physical
a power thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's all about teamwork. It's not
Yeah.
about how
Roman
big those
soldiers
guys
are
are.
each
You know,
individual, yeah.
the Roman
No
soldiers
doubt.
did the same thing. They
Exactly, yes.
they'd get that wedge.
Yeah.
and, yeah.
Ducks do the same thing.
Oh, they actually
That's
do.
geese.
the flying V, you know?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no, but it's true. That's a thing, and it all comes down to everybody doing their part.
Yeah,
everybody
absolutely.
getting in their spot and doing their part.
Yeah. Teamwork makes the dream work, man. All day,
Yeah.
every day. But you know who didn't have good teamwork? I don't know if you see this.
Uh-oh.
Let me duck. It's
Somebody
flames.
looks like they've
We see
been
some
talking
flames.
to the devil.
Some barbecue cooking.
Yeah,
some
or-
Raider
or-
coaches.
What's his name?
Josh McDaniel.
Yeah, Josh McDaniel.
Once again, went to the AFC West and they fired his ass. That boy can't do it. Hey, go back to New England, bro.
Yeah.
They need some help on offense, and you can't head coach. You may as well handcuff yourself to Bill Belichick, bro, for the rest of his career, because this is the second time that he's failed as a head coach. You cannot have a weapon like Devontae Adams on your team and get him one reception for 11 yards on national television and think he's gonna keep the ball. Like, No, bro, it's not happening. I don't care how much power you have and what you think, man. Like, I'm glad you're gone, bro, because the team is bigger than you, bro. That's not a good leader. He's a dictator, and he dictated himself right on up out of Las Vegas again.
Well, Bill Walsh's coaching tree is kind of shaky.
Bill Walsh? Or,
not Bill Walsh. Yeah, no.
Bill Belichick.
Yeah, Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
Because what's the guy went to Notre Dame said no coach on.
Yeah, Charlie Weiss.
Yeah, Charlie Weiss. And this
got
guy,
up out of there.
This was somebody, he got 2 or 3 coaches that, everybody thought they was geniuses until they got their chance.
Yep. The one that was good was in Miami and got fired. The brother that was down there, he was from Belichick's tree.
Oh, yeah.
I can't think of his name, but
what's that
he and the owner had a tiff about Tua, and I see why now, because Tua going ham. Like, Tua was pretty good, so he should have kept that, kept his mouth closed on that situation and just figured it out. But yeah, man, Josh McDaniels, I'm glad. I don't want to. I'm not excited. I'm not over here cheering the fact that he's fired. But bro, like, you got to figure it out if you want to be a head coach. It ain't about you, bro. It's about your guys, and your highest paid player better get the football, bro. So we're gonna keep this thing moving. NFL power rankings. We got a new power rankings this week, man. Of course, finally, it took 3 losses to get San Francisco up out of there. They had them at number 3 after 2 weeks, but the Eagles at number 1. Can't argue with that. Miami questionable at number 2. Kansas City questionable at number 3. They went out and lost this week. That was who they lose to this week? I can't think. The Broncos.
Yeah. Oh my God.
They went out and lost to the Broncos. That was a huge win for the Broncos.
Yeah, it was.
I also feel like the Broncos are playing a little better since they gave up 70 to Miami. The Broncos have been playing better.
Playing a little bit better. They have.
Yeah, the defense obviously is playing better. Because they shoved Patrick Mahomes and that Kansas City offense all the way down. It looks like they spent the whole offseason preparing for Kansas City and nobody else. Like, straight up.
Oh, yeah.
Straight up. Because I haven't seen Patrick Mahomes be that ineffective in a game. And that speaks to their lack of dynamic receivers. Like I told you, they don't have a number 1 out there.
It's catching up. Oh, right? Dallas is not the only one that don't have a number 1 receiver.
Oh, Dallas got number 1. But Kansas City definitely don't have number 1. They went back and got McCole Hardman, whatever his name is, from wherever he was. And I think he was with New England or one of them teams in the AFC East. But they went back and got him. Like, that was a big deal. It wasn't. They should have went and got Juju Smith-Schuster back. But
Kansas City started believing that it was all about Patrick Mahomes.
I mean, it might be. Also, Taylor Swift wasn't there either, and they scored 11 more points per game when Taylor Swift is on the field.
That's between Taylor Swift and
Travis Kelce.
In the Hunt family. Because if you go score more, Taylor, how much it costs for appearance? You finna appear every week.
Yeah,
if we gonna score 11 points,
we're gonna put you on the salary.
Patrick Mahomes is the man. He's probably the best quarterback in there, but he needs some good receivers also.
Yeah.
He can't do it by himself.
Yeah, no doubt.
So he needs some good receivers. And the biggest mistake Kansas City did was let Tyreek Hill go.
Oh, that was tough. I don't know if that was a good decision right there.
No, that was not a good decision. I know it wasn't.
Yeah.
In my mind. That don't mean evidently in their mind it was, but in hindsight, I know they said, no, we shouldn't have did.
And the NFL is a copycat league, so whatever Denver's defense did, you better believe whoever Kansas City plays moving forward is going to try to copy that exact same whatever they did, that same strategy. They're going to try to do that. I don't know if they can because of personnel.
Yeah.
But that was very shocking to see them struggle so hard.
Denver's whole strategy was take away Kelce and see what everybody else can do.
Yeah.
That's what Denver did. They took away Kelce. Okay, let's see what these other guys can do.
And it worked.
Yeah.
And it worked. And then at the end of the game, Denver played a Taylor Swift song to rub it on in. And Taylor, supposedly there's a rumor that Taylor Swift is now suing the Denver Broncos because they didn't have permission to play her song. But that's just news that I heard. But anyways, the Baltimore Ravens, they're looking really good, man. They scored 38 and 31 in their last 2 games. Lamar Jackson is balling, man. So they finally got in the power rankings, or maybe they were in there last week at 5, but they bumped up to number 4. And your hometown Dallas Cowboys are back in the power rankings at number 5. And I hate to see it because I feel like we play better when we're not in there at all. So just pretend we're not there, y'all. But moving on. Noonish Fantasy Football League. What a week it was, man. What a week it was.
Looking bad on Jones.
Oh, you know. Oh, man, I put the wrong one up there. It's okay. Don't worry about last week's scores. I believe me and Unc played. I beat Unc by 6 points. Whew. That was a rough one, tough one. This week, CY led the league in points. I think she had 156 points. I put the wrong graphic up, y'all. My bad. You know, I moving too fast. But and then Jonas, you said you lost by 10.
Lost
to MC,
by like
right
10-ish.
10 points,
9 to 11, somewhere like that.
Yeah, it's all good. I told you who to go pick up, right?
You mentioned the name, yes.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all got to see the Titans play this week, but they had 4 touchdowns through the air, and we had what's the other Devontae? Not Adams. The one that came from Arizona.
Devontae Jones, is it?
No, I can't think. Man, you ain't played in 2 years, bro. My bad.
Devontae.
But you had a sighting. You scored a couple touchdowns this weekend. Will Levis in his first start threw 4 touchdowns for the Tennessee Titans, man. So look out. Let's see what he does for the rest of the year. And they were in them sweet old school Houston Oilers uniforms, man. The powder blues and the white helmets with the red outline. Man, that was sick. I wish the Oilers came back. I'd be a fan, straight up. But anyways, as you can see, CY is leading the league right now in first place with a 7-1 record. Yeah, continues to lead the league, man. I'm trying to get my compadres. Somebody beat her. So but it looks like it's gonna come down to me. It's got to come get you and get you that L, because I ain't gonna let you just have it. You know, we got to take that. You know, so CY is dominating, man. I think she scored 156 points this week in the league, but she's gonna be a tough one to beat because she's got a squad, man.
Oh yeah, like I said, she know all
locked
the
up
players.
the squad.
Yeah.
She know all the players.
She using those Tyson Fury antics out there.
I don't know about that.
Using some AI. Using the AI, getting the information.
Pushing,
for her picks and things like that, and things just seem to fall right. But nah, she's winning. She talked that smack and she's backing it up like Dion was backing it up earlier this year. But we're gonna keep this party moving. Boom, NCAA knows, man. Yeah, man. So Florida State is continuing to go out and crush opponents. They're ranked, I think, number 4 this week in the NCAA. Man, still undefeated. They went out and beat Wake Forest this past weekend, 41-16, and it was not a game, no competition.
Not at all.
They got dogs all over the field. Coleman, the receiver, I think that kid needs to be up for Heisman because he's doing it on special teams. He's unstoppable. He's got crazy hands, and I just learned he's a hooper. He hoops too. I don't know if he's playing basketball at Florida State, but he's a transfer from, I forget, but he was playing basketball there and football. But no wonder he's getting up above guys, and he's got some soft hands. The kid's just a straight athlete. A lot of fun to watch, and they got a really good running back as well. OU, man, got upset this weekend by Kansas. What in the world, bro? Like, nobody.
Kansas having a pretty good season.
Pretty good, but
OU. Kansas or Kansas State?
Kansas, I believe.
One of those Kansas schools are doing way better than
usual.
Yeah, than usual and anticipated.
Well, they certainly did this last week.
Yeah, this last weekend. Well, that's 2 weeks. UCF gave OU a tough go last week, right?
Yeah.
And now, I can't believe they went out and took that L, man. It was a crazy fourth quarter. OU came back, and then Kansas came and took the lead, and then the game ended on I guess 4th down. It wasn't really an interception, but man, it just sucks to see, them lose to that team, because now, if you lose to Texas, that's one thing, but when you lose to Kansas, you're no longer in the championship talks. You know what I mean? And the team that you beat is now back in the championship talk pictures, because, and I'm talking about Texas, they went out and beat BYU, handled them 35-6, and the only loss they have is to OU at the last second of the game in a neutral site. So when we're talking about that national championship picture and that playoff, Texas is now back in the hunt since OU took that L.
I think Texas is back to number 7
in the NCAA power rankings.
Yeah. So Texas is back up. Yes,
they're number 7.
Yeah, they are number 7 or number 8 right now.
Oh, okay.
Right, and then they might be 7 as well.
Just since they won, I think that 8 was before the weekend.
Okay.
So then when OU took the loss,
they're now number 7, and now OU is number 9 now. Right, they've fallen behind Texas, and that's just a bad loss, man. Even though it's playing at Kansas, you're expected to win that game, and I mean it was a good game. It was a good game. They came back. But Kansas was, the entire game, it seemed like they had control of the game. But OU fought back, but they couldn't hold them, on defense to secure the win. So that's unfortunate. And then Notre Dame, I mean, thank you. Thank you for going out and doing what you did. Pittsburgh looked like a D2 squad. That's who FSU plays this upcoming week. But, I mean, Notre Dame defense, who scored touchdowns, special teams, one of the sweetest kick returns you're going to see. Punt returns. The kid takes the ball, guy in his face immediately. He spins off of him, shakes the next dude, breaks a tackle, and I'm talking takes it to the house for 7. Had a pick 6 in that game, and Audric Estime, our running back, man, balled out again. Our backup running back scored some touchdowns, some good, powerful runs. But Notre Dame looks like a well-oiled machine right now. Keep winning, man. Our 2 losses, that's taking us out of the picture as well, but hey, finish the season strong, man, and let's go into next year, in the top 5, right? But yeah, man, we'll see what's going on. They're gonna start talking about these playoffs soon.
You love Notre Dame, somebody. I'm gonna go ask your mom to find that letter they sent to you.
Yeah,
you just go out of high school. I'm gonna go ask that letter. I'm gonna have something done. What I see. Laminated and put in the frame. He now he did get a letter from Notre Dame.
Hey, Ty Williams came to my school.
But he chose baseball over football.
Yeah, I did. Cause
I don't know if that got anything to do with the love for Notre Dame, but you got a lot of other letters too.
Yeah, no, I love Notre Dame since I was a child.
So you was. Oh, you got a gold helmet.
Like gold helmets, man.
Okay.
Fell in love with the gold helmets. Rocket Ismail, Tony Rice. Ricky Waters, Jerome Bettis, Michael Stonebreaker. Like, I'm a Notre Dame guy. Like, that's my favorite team in all of sports. And it had, when people was wearing Cowboys and Charlotte Hornets starter jackets back in the Gap, I was wearing Notre Dame starter jackets. And nobody can understand. I've been kicking it with the Fighting Irish for a long time. We've been homies for a while, but we're gonna keep this thing moving. NCAA news. Oh my goodness! Did y'all see what's going on? I don't even want to get to that story yet. I think that's a graphic I'm missing, right? So, University of Colorado went out and lost to UCLA this past weekend, right? I don't have a graphic up, but it's all good. It was just, Shedeur, like, he has no time to throw the ball. You know what I mean? I also think Colorado has to try to run, but these are the same dudes that can't block for Shedeur to pass. So I don't think they can block for these guys to run either at the same time. So it just didn't look good, man. Like, defense came out, balling, played well. Travis Hunter got 2 early, beautiful interceptions. Right, coming off the coverage, that first diving interception he had was sick.
Both of them.
The second one was sick too.
Yeah, where he came off one guy.
Yeah,
both of them. He came off one guy and intercepted the ball.
Yep, intercepted the ball. First one was diving. Second one, he came off his guy, went back in that cover 2. Boom, picked the ball off. A nice little jumping interception. I mean, sick. They had 4 turnovers in the first half. Shiloh was out there rocking heads. Caused the first fumble. Number 33 was running the ball. He gets his feet wrapped up. Shiloh comes and lays the boom on him with that shoulder. He gives it up, and the offense couldn't do anything.
Oh yeah,
they got 6 points out of that.
They can't block.
Yeah, 4 turnovers, you get 6 points.
Well, Deion said it at first. He got the skill position players. He don't have the hogs.
Yeah, he need them hogs in there. Yeah. So, they got
like I said at first, Deion gonna win 5-6 games.
Yeah,
I'm pulling for him to get 6 to get to a bowl game.
Me too.
Me too. And, Deion is still doing a wonderful job, man. People got to remember, Colorado was 1-11.
Yeah.
And the year before that, I think they won 2 games.
Yeah.
The year before that, they won 3 games.
Yeah.
And the year before, over the last 4 years before Deion got there, I think they won 8 games out of 4 years.
Wow.
It wasn't double digits. It was like 8 or 9 games
out
of 4 years they had won. So he's come a long way, and
Absolutely, they're competitive.
and
They're
if he
competitive.
and like I said, if he gets 6 games, you go into a bowl.
Yeah.
And next year he'll probably get a couple of guys in the transfer portal. Can't get 56 again, but
No.
you get a couple of guys on the transfer portal, and he gonna get all 5 and 4-star
Yeah.
recruits out of high school. So
Yeah.
give him a couple of years. This is his first year.
Hey.
And
I tell you, I went to Colorado last 2 weeks ago,
2 weeks ago, yeah.
and out of their mouth, they're looking to win the national championship next year. They're looking to win the national championship. By what that means is they are heavily recruiting defensive linemen and offensive linemen that can come in here and get the job done because they got everything else they need on the outside in the skill positions.
Well, I would say this. Yeah, that's easy to come out. I mean, I want to sell my young men on the same thing. Always reach for the stars. Just in case you don't, you might land on the moon.
Yeah, well,
but I wouldn't tell them anything. I'm not gonna go out and tell my team, "Oh no, we're not going to win it."
Yeah.
We got a chance of winning it. Like
now this ain't what they told the team. This is what they told me personally.
Oh yeah,
They going out. They're looking to win the national championship
I'm
next
sure
year.
they were looking to win it this year. I mean, I'm just saying. No, I'm not trying to be funny.
Yeah.
But if you play the game and you're not anticipating on winning, don't play the game.
Yeah,
I don't care if you was 1-11 last year. That was last year. I would tell my kids, we got an 12 game schedule. We're looking to win every individual game.
Yeah,
one at a time.
that's a fact.
And if you do that, you're going to win the national championship.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't tell my young men nothing else. We're trying to win every single game one at a time.
Yeah, and I mean
And if we accomplish that national championship come along with that.
Yeah, no
you
doubt.
have to sell people on the winning attitude.
No doubt.
But because if you don't think you're going to win, you don't have a chance.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. But they're going for it all. I don't know if they're going to, I mean, they're going to put a better team, a better product out there next year.
Yeah.
But, of course, we want to see them get in the bowl game. It's going to be tough. They got Oregon State this next weekend coming up.
But, me being realistic, I come from a grumpy old man, I'm looking for Deion to shoot for 8 wins next year.
Yeah.
Get 8.
Yeah.
Get 8.
Yeah, because and the Big 12 next year, too.
Yeah, and then when Shador leave and you got the number 1 quarterback in the nation coming in, go for 10-11 that year after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, also, did you see Shiloh? He's not like his father. He lowers the boom. He created a fumble, and then he got kicked out the game for a targeting penalty.
That was a terrible call.
Yeah, I thought it was
I
weak.
thought that was a terrible call because I did not see his head hit the guy at all. It was on his shoulder.
Yep.
And if you're going to take hard hitting out of football,
may as well have him playing flag.
yeah, you might as well play flag.
Yeah.
Because I thought that was a horrible call.
Yeah, and Rob Gronkowski sent a tweet out saying, hey, if I'm coming across the middle and I get blindsided, that's how I want to get hit up here in my chest. Because if he goes low, I might be done for the season and for a while. It might be career ending right there if he goes low on me.
Yeah.
So what do you want this kid to do? It wasn't a malicious hit. He didn't he wasn't trying to spear the kid or hurt the kid.
He turned his shoulder
He hit him with his shoulder, what you're taught to do. It's a textbook hit. He just so happened to his helmet scraped the guy's face mask. I mean, momentum, bro.
You're
force.
Going, man. You're
what do you
going
want?
full
Physics.
force, full out.
Yeah.
They want you to have body control like a ballerina, man.
Yeah, bro. It's not possible.
Gonna happen,
it's not possible unless you want to up the rate of injury.
But in my opinion,
torn ligaments.
That was a horrible call.
Yeah, and then Cali, LA went out and had to be LA, man, doing LA things, bringing gangster to the football field, bringing ridiculousness to the football field. Did you see several of the Colorado football players got robbed? Right?
Oh yeah,
and I mean, you can't be flaunting. I mean, the internet people get robbed every day for flaunting their jewelry and stuff.
But how you get robbed in the locker room?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I thought you had security outside the door.
I don't know about
Who went
that.
in?
I don't know.
That's like we're in this room right now.
Yeah.
And nobody's here. And if we get up and leave our stuff and we got security at the door,
yeah.
Who did you let in?
I mean, several of one of the guys just got his brand new Cuban link with his diamond chain, diamond number stolen. Cameraman got his money stolen, a significant amount of money stolen. Like, what is going on, man? Why? This is a college football game. These kids are here playing football. They ain't trying to hurt nobody, do no craziness. Why are you robbing people?
No,
they said it happened in the first half.
And if you know it, I mean, if you know anything about professional and college sports, you got security everywhere.
You should.
When you leave out the locker room, there's only the doctors, the trainers, and the players and the coaches can go back in.
Yeah.
So if somebody went in their locker room, whoever's at that door should be held accountable.
Yeah, absolutely. And Deion said from moving forward, they're bringing their own security for the locker room.
Exactly.
Because they are getting the exposure that they're getting through the YouTube channels and things like that. So, I mean, it's a good and a bad side to it. And man, that's the bad. That's the bad right there. People understand what you got. They see you flossing your chains. It's savages out here. People want that. And the easiest way to get it, if you can't buy it, is to go take it. And somebody went and took it, unfortunately. Out in LA being LA, man.
And it's got to be an inside job.
Yeah, no doubt.
Got to be an inside job. It's gonna have to come out because, like I said, they got security for the locker room. So how is anything coming up missing?
And you think they'd have cameras, right?
Yeah, I'd be surprised. I was thinking.
And you got
I'd be surprised they don't.
even if they don't have a
At
camera,
least outside.
This is what I do know. If they don't have a camera in the locker room, they got one at that point at that door.
Yeah, no doubt.
At every door going in that locker room,
No doubt.
it's a camera.
No doubt, man. So very unfortunate situation, man. That's stuff we don't want to see, bring attention to, man. But, you know, Travis Hunter went on and said, hey, that's why I don't wear jewelry. That's why I don't flaunt. Like, Travis Hunter kind of went in on his own teammates a little bit. You know,
like, y'all
he's the most prolific guy on the team.
Yeah, now he got jewelry.
But he ain't flaunting it.
No, he leaving it in someplace safe.
Yeah, and he's not wearing it in front of the camera for everybody to know, you know, that he's got it like that, you know. So, man, that's just that's rough, man. Sad to see that, but it happens, man. That's life. These young bucks
learn
a lesson
California
that
for
day.
you.
Yeah, that's California love. And now the craziest story in all of sports, right? So Michigan has an assistant coach, right? Evidently, Halloween came early. He dressed up as a Central Michigan coach on the Central Michigan sideline when they were playing against Michigan State.
Pretty sure it's just a practical joke.
Yeah, I mean, you would think, right? But then Michigan goes out and beats Michigan State 48-0, 49-0, right? Saying that this gentleman right here, let me zoom in. This gentleman right here went out and wearing Central Michigan. Now, is this the same guy? You tell me. This is him in Michigan. Move my head out the way. That's him in Michigan.
That look very much like the same guy.
This is him in Central Michigan doing his best. Jason Bourne. Doing his best. Jason Bourne.
Yeah,
that's the same
it
guy.
does.
You know.
What you think, Joe?
Now is this the same dude?
Looks awfully
If it's
suspicious.
not, you know,
Looks awfully suspicious.
This dude is the first dude to have the 2 assistant coaching jobs at the same time with 2 different teams. I don't know how he's pulling that off. But he had to be in cahoots. Somebody had from Central Michigan had to know. He had to get permission to do this because he's got credentials on.
Yeah,
he's got the glasses. He's got the hat. He's got the Central Michigan shirt on.
He's secretly their biggest fan.
And man, when you go back and watch this video, I hope y'all go watch this video later, man. Every time the camera goes to this guy, he's like his hat's on like this. He starts putting his head down. You know, he knows when that camera's around because he's hiding his face, stepping behind people. You know, it's kind of wild, but you know, Michigan's now being investigated for
You gotta
Spygate.
wonder though, like, how did somebody not see that there's this new guy over there?
Well, just logically,
in the middle of everything.
you would think that we got a good relationship. I'm head coach A, you're head coach B. We're friends. We don't like head coach C in that program over there. So hey, how about let me come plant one of my guys on your sideline, put them in your gear, so we can go ahead and get some signs and figure out what they're doing before our game next week or whenever we play them, you know? So that's the type of – they got some crazy stuff going on. Jim Harbaugh's a mad scientist. I didn't know he was up to this. This dude's on some CIA, FBI stuff.
And that, to me, that's not a true competitor.
That's cheating.
Yeah. If I got to cheat to beat you, why would I feel good about beating you?
I mean –
That's just me.
yeah. That's Spygate all over again.
That's just me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
Sketchy.
Yeah, that's very sketchy, man. And man, when y'all see the video of this dude ducking, like that's the funniest thing. Marcus Spears said he looked like a dude at the bar whose wife just walked in.
Like you
Like he's like, hey, trying to duck and dodge, man. But you know, Michigan.
when you're out with your wife and your girl, your side chick shows up.
Hey, nah, man. So it's
Hey, well, if you're out with your wife and your side chick show up, you're like, hey, come on, baby. So, this is her right here. Don't try nothing. That's all speculation because I don't know nothing about that.
nothing.
That's what I saw on TV.
Yeah, on Cheetahs. We was watching Cheetahs.
Yeah.
Tommy Habib and them boys. You know, just saying what not to do. You know, don't cheat. But
It'd almost be he'd have been better off if he just stood right up in the front.
Yeah, may as well.
Nobody would have paid any attention.
Nobody probably would have flashed on him.
But he ducking and dodging every time that camera come around, bro. You're guilty.
Yeah.
You know, you look real guilty, dog.
And you're weak.
Yeah, man.
And you're weak. If you got to cheat to win, you're kind
That's
of
weak
weak.
sauce.
Hey,
That's
man.
all I can say.
Yeah, that is not cool, bro. But that is a story. And Big Ten won't do anything to Michigan right now because they're their biggest hope to win a national championship. I know Ohio State's up in the running too, but Michigan got the better team. Supposedly, we don't know how many people that they've done this to, right? But it's a pretty wild situation, man. What's going on?
They played the last game of the year?
No. Oh, you saying do they play Ohio
Yeah.
State, Michigan?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah, they usually say this to the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we really don't know who the better team is until they play.
Yeah, no doubt. We will see. We shall see. But
And if you got the better team, like back in the day, and you try to Woody Hayes will punch you.
yeah, straight up.
Oh yeah, you know Woody Hayes punch. That's I think that may have been the straw that broke a camel's back. It was a guy for the other team ran a long run or something wrong about Woody Hayes. Woody Hayes, pow. That was in the old school. They didn't play that, man. Because Woody Hayes had done several things, but that was a straw. Now he was an excellent coach, but if you run on the sideline, he'll trip you, punch you.
Yeah.
You know, he did
Who was
something.
that? Who was that was running down the sideline and the guy on the sideline come over and stick his leg out?
That was Mike Tomlin. That was Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, so he did something.
Yeah.
Was that this year?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
He walked out on the field or something when the guy was running.
Hey, like he was
and
looking
then
at
turned
the-
around and walked back like he's looking up on the
Yeah. Like he's looking at the Jumbotron.
Now, see, something like that, I'll let you get away with that.
Yeah.
But that stealing signs and all that.
That's
if
too
you-
much.
Yeah. If you go over there and let an old man like Woody Hayes punch you, that's your Now, those are during the Woody Hayes and Bo Schembechler days at Ohio State and Michigan. No, it was all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah, man. That's when football was real raw. Boys getting their heads ripped off, stepped on with them sharp cleats. You know.
Yeah. That's back when there wasn't no targeting. You could hit them with the crown of your helmet.
You can clothesline them if you wanted to. It was,
Oh, yeah.
it was dang the WWE out there, man. But yeah, as you know, it is our favorite time of the show, man. You know, what time is it? Tech time. What you got for us this
I thought
week,
you were
Jay?
talking about Noonish.
Oh, man, yeah.
Approximately noon.
Approximately.
That's our
We're still
favorite
running
time.
around noonish, man.
Yeah. So tech talk. I don't know.
Tech talk, tech.
Did
We gotta
we,
get some music or something for this.
Well, so you may have heard our illustrious president has issued a statement, a dictum, an order, something about AI.
Oh, man. No, I have not heard.
No, I
Oh
haven't
yeah.
heard that.
So well, see, that's why it's news.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's why we got you on there. Tony.
Yeah.
You
So
gonna
they have been anticipating that Biden was going to come down with some kind of an order. I'd say from a governmental spending perspective, it's a very successful order because it's going to involve lots of different agencies. They're going to have lots of committees and lots of meetings, and it's going to have lots of not getting anything done.
Yeah.
So in terms of spending a lot of money on nothing, it's a very successful order.
So he just found a way to get his
You
homeboys
must
paid.
have really been reading my mind. 'Cause I was going to say, it sounds like we're going to do what we've been doing, get a lot of committees to investigate nothing, to come up with nothing.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. That's what it's looking like.
So the question is, what's really going on? Because y'all trying to get our attention on something over here, while something over here is really going on.
What's really going on is that all these technology companies, all the technology reporting, obviously not everybody in the world, because you didn't even know anything about it.
Not a clue.
There's a lot of people are up in arms about this. A lot of people worried about it. Start stirring up a bunch of crap. So everybody's got to have their say.
Yeah.
Well, the EU has had their say. Russia has, for what it's worth, has had their say. China has said we're going to do what we're going to do anyway. And so Biden had to finally come up and have his say.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't. Surprise, surprise, he didn't have a whole lot to say.
Yeah.
Well, he had a lot to say. It just didn't
Amount to much.
amount to anything.
Yeah.
We're going to have a bunch of committees. Everybody who's doing stuff already is going to keep doing what they're doing.
So what's the point?
Yeah. Somebody wasted a whole lot of time and effort and
Yeah.
got some TV time out of it, but not a whole lot been done. However, I think there's some more interesting things going on in the world of technology
Yes.
today.
XRP's running, but I just wanted to mention that real quick.
A little bit of a run on XRP. Crypto's not quite dead.
Nope.
All right. So here in Texas, we're approaching the winter months, and we have had in the past, we have had some power issues, which is my way of walking this back around to energy,
Yeah.
right? So I've been on the phone this morning with some people who are doing work with electric vehicles. I talked recently with some people who are doing other kinds of energy related activities.
Yes.
And lo and behold, just in the last couple of days, a group of researchers has come up with a process. So when we talk about environmental impacts and fossil fuels and all that, what's the big thing that everybody talks about?
Gas prices.
Well, gas prices, but as the output
Climate
of all this,
change.
climate change, and the mediator of climate change, the thing that everybody worries about is carbon dioxide,
Yep.
CO2,
Right.
because when you breathe, that's what you breathe out. When cows breathe out, that's what they breathe out. When cars exhaust comes out, that's the number one component.
Yeah.
CO2. Because what we do, we take carbon, we burn it, turns into carbon dioxide,
Yeah.
CO2, basic chemistry.
Yeah.
Well, there's been some discussion. We have talked about in the past carbon scrubbing, taking that CO2 and pulling it out of the atmosphere, turning it into something else. And in the past, all of that stuff has cost money. It's been very expensive. It's been not very efficient. It just hasn't helped a whole lot.
Yeah.
So this company has taken something that has been talked about for a long time, but has not been a good process, which is to take that carbon dioxide and turn it into something useful. This group of researchers actually has taken carbon dioxide and has an efficient process. So we talk about efficiency. That's a long word and it's hard to define sometimes. Not everybody knows what it means.
Yep.
But basically what they have is they can take carbon dioxide and get good results from turning it into a fuel that they can turn around and use for fuel cells, for vehicles, for different things to generate power. So basically what we're taking the output, the waste products of power generation, putting it back into generating more power.
Yeah.
And they're doing it in a way that is cost effective.
I mean,
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's a good thing.
That's a great thing.
Yeah.
So in terms of tech news, to me, that's one of the things that is probably one of the best, most good news things I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Now, this doesn't translate directly into, you can go down to Buc-ee's and fill up your truck with it.
For sure.
It's not quite that simple.
I was about to say,
But
so how far along are they when it, at scale? Like how far along are they at that, to make it a mass?
yeah, well, I think it's probably investment related. Like
Gotcha.
they're going to have to have some some money to turn this into a product.
Yep.
And then that product is going to have to be adopted somewhere along the way. Somebody's got to decide what they're going to actually use this product for. But we talk about stuff a lot of times in energy that is sort of pie in the sky by and by.
Yeah.
It's not that it's not there. It's not that it doesn't work. It's just that it's not efficient. It's not cost effective.
For sure.
So if these guys have an efficient way to capture number one gripe from environmental concerns, carbon dioxide.
Yep.
That's it. When we talk about global warming, that's our number one
Yeah. No doubt.
concern.
Yeah.
And if we have a way to take that carbon dioxide and turn it into something that we can then reuse,
Basically recycling it.
recycle it, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's big news.
That's huge.
That's huge. Like we should be talking less about how AI is going to take everybody's job and
more about
blow up
that.
the world and start talking about this.
Yeah.
Like how can we use this to power our vehicles?
Yeah.
To power our houses, to power our electric vehicles. Like that's what we should be thinking about. Like,
Yeah.
how can we we have something that's really useful that is probably less than 5 years from being a viable.
So
tool.
how does that affect the carbon footprint? You know what I mean?
So
Like, will it not be able? Will it not? Will it stay the same?
so kind of
or will it not rise? Because
so
it's
worst
being
case scenario,
recycled
if we were
a little lower.
if we were able to, which we're not obviously, but if we were able to start using this for, let's say, electric power generation
Yeah.
on a large scale, the worst case scenario would be that we have less carbon output
Yes.
overall. The best case scenario is it actually goes down.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the worst thing that could happen with this is that the carbon dioxide footprint tapers off,
Yeah. For sure.
which is good. Like this is what. So from the environmentalist people, this is what you've been asking for.
Yeah. No doubt.
This is what you've been wanting.
No. That's
So here it is. Let's figure out how to use it.
When it comes to sustainability, that is a top priority. Should
Yes.
be right. Government should
Right.
be funding
Like
this.
if we're gonna say we're gonna spend billions of dollars, millions of dollars on environmental issues, if we're gonna say, oh, we're gonna have everybody's got to have an electric car by 2030,
Yeah.
if we're gonna make those grand statements, then shut the fuck up about all this other stuff and
Yeah.
look at something that's actually gonna move the needle.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, this will move the needle.
Hopefully, they don't kill this dude.
Right.
You know?
it's buried, and all these guys are disappeared into
Because we don't know
Yeah,
what
I
the true agenda is.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean,
Maybe they don't want. I mean, population.
yeah.
is
Well, I mean,
is
we've
an
talked
issue.
about before. It's
You
like
know what I
I'm
mean?
not a conspiracy guy except for conspiracy of stupid,
Yeah,
but conspiracy of greed and stupidity is my conspiracy theory.
you're not a conspiracy guy.
Well, I am.
You know, a guy created a vehicle that can run on water a long time ago, and he ended up dead real soon after that.
Well, yeah, because he drank the water.
Is that what happened? No, he didn't drink the Kool-Aid.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like
Can you prove that he didn't?
the dude that cured cancer with veggies, he ended up dead real soon after. You know what I mean?
Because he
it's
got
gotta
cancer
be-
because he was eating too many vegetables.
I don't think that
Vegetables are
happened.
dangerous.
I don't think that happened.
Vegetables are dangerous.
I mean, yeah,
Plants
I guess
plants
so.
have all kinds of toxins that they've evolved to have to keep
Nowadays-
animals from eating them.
Nowadays, but organic is a different story. You know
No, the organic ones are the worst
what?
because they have all these natural toxins that you can't do anything about.
You're absolutely right.
There's sarcasm coming from your face right now.
Some, not all, but some. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. How many fish or animals can you name off the top of your head now
Yeah,
that eating their flesh will kill you? Just outright kill you.
eating their flesh.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure.
I'm
some
not saying. I'm
reptiles
not
or
talking
something
about like.
that,
I'm not talking about like that they have poison fangs or something like that.
Yeah, eating their
Or
flesh.
that they will eat you before you eat them. But like that, if you kill them and cook them and eat them, that they'll kill you.
Oh, you're talking about the meat, not the flesh.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
thinking the skin.
Right.
Uh,
yeah. Sorry, the meat.
Yeah, no, I can't think of any.
Right. if you study survival, like outdoor survival stuff, they will tell you if you have the opportunity to eat an animal,
eat
the animal before you eat a plant.
Cook it
if you can.
Yeah.
But even if you can't, like eat the animal first.
Okay.
Because the chances of you getting some sort of toxic situation, being poisoned basically from eating an animal, are minuscule compared, especially if you avoid like the liver and the kidneys.
Yeah.
Like livers and kidneys in certain animals can
Questionable,
be toxic. But plants, how many plants can you name off the top of your head that are edible?
Any of them
outside of corn, beans, and peas?
Oh, and like lettuce?
And lettuce, yeah.
I mean, I don't know that many plants. I'm not a green thumb.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I did see an app.
Why? Because can you eat oak leaves? No, you can't. Can you eat like deer can eat acorns. Can you eat acorns? Nope, you can't. Can you eat
I mean,
grass?
we don't know enough about
You can't eat grass.
the plants around us and
Right.
which ones are edible or not.
Because most of them aren't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most plants are not edible.
That's why I say eat the animals before they eat the plants. Yeah.
There's actually very few plants that are edible at all, and most of the ones that are, most beans are not edible until you cook them. Like you can't just go grab a handful of beans and eat them.
Yeah. Yeah, no
now
doubt.
the ones that we plant in our gardens, because
That is true.
they've been engineered over hundreds of years.
Yeah.
And that's not even including the genetically engineered ones. But
Tripped me out when I found out that broccoli was man-made.
right. Broccoli, asparagus, all those bitter plants, the ones that so many people don't like because they have that funky bitter taste.
Yeah.
That they have that bitter taste because they have phthalates in them that are bitter and toxic. Like if you don't cook those things before you eat them, you can eat too much of them and get sick and die.
Yeah.
And so, and the natural versions of them, the ones that we haven't been cultivating over years and years, peanuts.
Yeah.
Who doesn't eat peanuts?
Yeah.
People eat peanuts all over the world. Do you know how toxic natural peanuts are?
They're all roasted, the ones we eat.
Well, you can eat raw peanuts. It's not that you can't eat raw peanuts, but those are the ones that we have engineered. So I'm also like get off your high horse about the genetically engineered stuff. Like that's not the problem. We've been at genetically engineering stuff for thousands of years.
Yeah.
That's how we have corn. That's how we have wheat. That's how we have peanuts. Anyway, peanuts have been bred. Let's use that. The old term. Peanuts have been bred over years to be bigger peanuts, more peanuts, and less toxic.
Yeah.
So you can eat them. Tomatoes. I love tomatoes.
Yeah.
What if you know what happens if you eat tomato leaves? Tomato leaves are very toxic.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you don't want to get tomato leaves in your salad because they're very toxic.
And speaking of this, you just made me think of something. The World Food Competition is coming up.
That is right. That is next week.
It's next week?
It is next week.
What about that timing right there? What about that timing right there?
Way to segue. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
bomb.
Hey, I want to go back, bro.
You should. Come on out.
Hey, man.
Come on out.
What do I got to do? I got to call somebody. I forget how I got my lanyard last year.
You got the hookup.
Can I do that again?
Yeah. So actually, I think what we did last year is because you obviously are a media personality.
Noonish. Yes. You see how popular we are.
Is show up on the. We can get you in through the media, but yeah, I can. I'll make sure you get hooked up.
I'm down.
When is it?
Come on, that'd be great, bro. Come on out.
So we're going to be doing some stuff on Tuesday, but I think the competitions start on Wednesday. I believe that's right.
Yeah,
but it's over at Fair Park.
Yeah.
Oh, Fair Park.
It's World Food like literally the World Food Competition.
I heard about it before.
Come on out.
Okay, Fair
Come on
Park.
out.
Yeah.
That's the first time I had bison.
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking. It's a dope event. Like it's just dope.
Oh, well,
it's a dope event every day.
When I go out to certain restaurants, I eat food that I'm never going to eat at home.
Yeah.
I don't go out to restaurants, because I have had bison before.
Yeah.
It was at, what's the name of that restaurant in Fort Worth? It's closed now. I can't think of the name of it now, but, when I go out to certain places and I look on the menu, I'm like, okay, I'm never gonna eat this at home. Let me try it now.
Exactly. Yeah.
And most of the time,
That's what I do when I'm out of town.
Don't go to the restaurant and get a plain ass burger,
Chicken strips.
or chicken strips.
or even a steak.
Get something
Yeah.
good. Get something
baby
you're never
back
gonna eat.
ribs.
Yeah.
I eat that. I mean, I could.
Yeah.
You know, I can cook that better than almost anybody. So
Right.
when I go out, I'm gonna say, you know.
Yeah.
Get something special.
Yeah.
Like ask.
the seafood
what is
gumbo
the-
in
what
San
does the
Diego
chef
that's got
recommend?
the mussels and the things that you ain't. I'm not gonna get that in Texas because I don't live by the ocean.
Yeah, it might be be weird.
Oh, sorry.
And you don't. And here's look. This is the secret. This is because I judge at World Food. We talked about this last year, but like I'm judging at World Food Competition this year. I'm actually going to be managing like table captain, which is basically like managing some of the judging.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. I've never done that before. I assistant last year, but this year will be the first time I do it.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Did you do the hot food competition again?
I will if dude comes back. If dude comes back with his hot nuts.
with the little kid that won.
Right. Yeah.
Food for everybody.
Here's the thing about trying different foods. You don't gotta like it.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, that's fine. Now you know.
Yeah, now you know.
Yeah.
Like you tried something that you had never tried before.
Yep.
You don't have to like it.
Yep.
You don't. It doesn't have to be one or the other either. Like you can say, yeah, it's pretty good. I wouldn't get it again, but it was pretty good.
I ain't eating grasshoppers though. I can't do the insects. I can't do the chocolate covered insects. I can't do none of that. I don't care how you prep it. You can Cajun saute that junk.
Cricket's actually pretty good.
I'm not doing it though. I'll take your
You'd
word.
be surprised.
With the chocolate covered crickets.
No, they grind them up and make them into like a protein powder, and then they fix that into something better. It's better than a Beyond Burger.
Would you try grasshopper?
It's way better than a bean burger.
Would you try grasshopper?
No.
No, I ain't doing it.
If you knew what it was.
I remember I told you, I think I said this before. I was a kid now, I'll never forget his name. I was in kindergarten, kid named Ty Duke, right? He was Indian. He wasn't from here.
You
Right.
see them? Oh, yeah.
Dude used to go out and catch grasshoppers after lunch and be like, just bite right into it. But I guess that was something that his family does. Like he was more accustomed to that.
Hey, you're supposed to cook them.
My boy was eating grasshoppers.
Oh, I have
supposed to
seen
cook.
people eat grasshoppers, crickets, and all. That's fun.
You want to cook them.
I mean, especially most of the time it's
Grasshoppers you want to
it's
cook.
football players that do stuff like that. You know? no, seriously, like you got these guys that try to play like they crazy.
Oh no, dog.
Yeah,
No, there's something wrong with you, bro. That's something wrong, dog.
Well, I
Let me
think
tell you
that's
what
what they're trying to do.
Now, grasshoppers or crickets, if it was the right situation and they were cooked right or whatever, I might try one. But it's one thing I'm never gonna try.
What's it?
Certain parts of the world you can go where they got fried rat
Oh no.
on a stick.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm talking about, Jones. You go to that.
Yeah.
You go to
That'd be
places.
What about
that'd
dog?
be
I done
questionable.
seen dog heads in the.
Oh, dog is very good.
You had dog before?
Yeah, dog very good.
You know, all them little chihuahuas, that's what they were bred for.
Come on now.
They used to have, they used to have
you
little,
had
they used to,
before.
they used to have
You
little fat
have too, you just
chihuahuas.
don't know it.
Thought it was orange chicken.
thought it was beef. No, I'm just saying, no, for
That was
real.
chicken on a stick.
broccoli beef.
Once or twice it was on accident. Then once it was just on purpose.
What you mean? Were you over? Was you in the military or something?
I was on the island and they were having a big family.
A luau or something?
Yeah, a big family cookout. And on this particular place, they eat dog.
Oh my
and
God.
at first,
I mean,
I was a little hesitant.
it ain't Lassie.
But
I mean,
then, when you at a luau, everybody, they drinking, they eating, they laughing. So after a while, I had a drink and I was like, hey, give me some. No, it's actually good.
Wow, that's crazy. Because I've seen dog heads on videos wrapped up in the market.
Actually, here in Dallas before, they have busted certain places for selling animals like that. This was about
that's right.
This
That's
is
when
serious.
you got the restaurant
This is
right next to
serious.
the Chinese.
Right up on one time on
veterinary.
Lower Greenville. This was on Lower Greenville. All the cats came up missing. And so, no, for real. And they served it at the Chinese restaurant. And I'm telling you, this was on the news, and somebody got sick.
Oh my gosh.
And it wasn't sick from the cat, but they served the wrong part of the cat.
Oh,
So that's what I was saying.
The liver,
like-
the kidney.
Yeah, the liver and the
something,
kidneys.
and then that made them sick.
Predators.
But they had been
That's too much vitamin A.
They have been doing it for a while because everybody in the neighborhood was saying, "Oh yeah, we don't see no cats around here anymore."
Oh my gosh, bro! Nah,
And
that's,
then one time it was a barbecue place. This was like back in the 60s or 70s. They went behind the barbecue place and they had the 50 gallon drums.
Yeah.
They had about 2-3 of them full of dog heads.
oh, see, this is
No, I'm just telling
inappropriate.
you, I'm
That's
just
highly,
Inappropriate.
highly inappropriate,
And
man.
when you go,
It's
I
triggering.
guess it's cultural, dog.
yeah,
Like, you know,
it's cultural. And it's a lot of places that, like in India, they don't eat cows. Cows are sacred. A cow can walk up and down the road. If you got your front door open and say, a cow can walk in your house, you better not do nothing.
but I heard their cows look more like a horse. Like they don't have big fat cows like we got big fat cows.
Well,
Depends on the cat.
now everybody gonna get mad. But this is the honest truth. You go to a lot of countries, they don't have big fat people like we do.
Oh, no doubt about that.
I mean, no, for real, America's the biggest,
True
fattest
facts.
country in the
Oh,
world.
that's a fact. That's a
People
fact.
don't get mad, but yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that's a fact.
So it's all kind of. I mean, if I'm off somewhere and I'm having fun or whatever, like I say, it's because I have actually eaten octopus and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, I mean, I eat calamari.
Yeah, but
I mean, I had some good octopus in Miami
Yeah.
not too long ago.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
It's just certain things.
There's certain things that just make me quiver a little bit. You know,
Yeah,
like when I'm eating sushi,
now,
I know it's ill.
So
Now,
look,
am I gonna go
so-
outside and catch a dog and put him on my grill? No.
No.
But if I'm in what island is that? Oh, don't make me say. I might call the wrong place. I might get mad.
Don't call them
Somebody
out.
get mad.
Yeah, I ain't gonna call them out. But it's just certain places you go to, and they'll tell you
When in Rome.
that when we have a big family. I mean, you can go to Mexico. Have you ever been to certain parts of Mexico and you look in certain parts of Mexico and you see those little animals hanging up in the window? That's dog.
Oh my
They sell
gosh.
that in Mexico.
Little chihuahuas. That's what you was talking
What I'm
about.
saying.
Oh my
That's-
god.
I mean, that's been
Yeah,
a,
you
Hey,
go down
I learned
and they'll
something
be
new
like-
today.
that's a real thing for a long time.
I learned something.
So when in
new
Rome, you gotta
today.
do like the Romans.
Yes, sir.
Just
oh my gosh.
give it a try,
I'm gonna try my best not to eat no dog and no cat. You
Hey,
know
you
what I'm
ate some-
saying?
So look, so I will tell you.
Oh, I
You
eat
ate
some
big
bison. Hey, that's American.
This is-
that's an American animal that's bred to be eaten around here.
Homegrown.
Homegrown,
Well, I don't know
baby.
about the bread to be eaten, but anyway.
I mean, that's what they do it.
So my wife talks about when she was a kid, they would do like a sheep's head or a pig's head or whatever, and like have to eat the eyeballs.
Nah, bro.
Oh yeah.
I will try just about anything else.
Hey, I tell you this.
I have tried just about anything else. I just don't know about the eyeballs.
I used to go to this. I still go there and get my.
They got such things called hog head soup.
Yeah.
Well,
They just put the whole hog head in there, brain, eyeballs, everything. Put it in there and make
bruh.
soup out of it.
I ain't doing that.
Oh yeah.
It was
Well, I mean,
taqueria
the
that I've
soup's
been
fine.
going to, and I love it. And I still get my burritos and breakfast tacos from there. I was getting the barbacoa, the breakfast tacos,
Barbecue is good.
until they told me it was cow tongue. It was made what they call it, leche.
Well, they might,
something like
but in
that.
America, what don't they call it?
I thought it was
Tripe or
Tripe is the stomach, I think.
the cow tongue.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
As soon as I learned that they was making that out of cow tongue, I almost threw up all over myself because I'm talking about I was eating barbacoa every Wednesday before I
And
came
then
to
they
the
told
show.
you it was cow tongue.
Nothing wrong with some cow
Yeah,
tongue.
man.
You gotta pull
Nah,
that
I ain't-
skin off of it. But
Can't do it.
What
Can't,
about
I'll
mountain
never
oysters?
eat it.
You don't eat no
I ain't no mountain. No, Dwight Howard might, but I'm not. I ain't eat
Leave
no
the
mountain
white out.
oysters.
that makes you virile.
And on that
That
note,
gives you a testosterone
Hey.
boost.
on that note, we're gonna see y'all next Wednesday. We might be here. We might be at the World Food
Hey,
Competition,
yeah,
but we're gonna
we've been
see
to
it for
World
sure,
Food.
man.
All right, y'all. Take it
Appreciate
easy.
y'all watching this show today. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.